You know what's amazing? Free games. And you can get free games through Amazon Prime. But some of those free games aren't amazing. Some of those games are The Squad, Kill the Justice League. And we're going to talk about that on That Game Place.
Hi, folks. It's CC here with That Game Place. And I have an amazing guest with me who just did the introduction and absolutely crushed it. And we are talking about some very non-amazing games that are going to be amazingly free, but one in particular. Marvin, you know, the Squad Kill the Justice League wasn't terribly popular. Do you think that's why it's free?
Yeah, you know, it's never really a great sign for a game when less than a year after it's been released, it's already free to play. And that's what we're seeing with the Squad, aka Task Force X, and Kill the Justice League, the Rocksteady Sweet Baby Inc. collab that kind of changed the very face of the gaming atmosphere. Kind of ushered in what a lot of people are referring to as, you know, the Gate Part 2. I don't know if we're even allowed to say the full title there on YouTube.
All I was going to add is Electric Boogaloo. But anyway, let's jump into the story by John F. Trent. And this is an amazing story on July 12th, saying that 5 months, Marvin, 5 months after release, Rocksteady and Sweet Baby Inc.'s The Squad Kill the Justice League given away for free to Amazon Prime members. Yeah, we've got Prime Days coming up, and I wonder if this coincides, but you have to be signed into Amazon's game space, whatever that is, Amazon Games or whatnot, in order to even get this, because this is an, what do you call it, an always connected game?
Right, and I didn't know that. I had to ask you before we go on the air. I was like, what is this? Because I never even knew that you could play games through Amazon. I never knew that was a thing. So, you know, and yet I'm co-hosting a gaming channel. So.
You don't have to know everything. That's why we have a team, Marvin. And here's the interesting thing. Much like all these tech entities, everybody wants a game platform. They want to model themselves after, you know, Epic and everybody else. And Netflix has a game platform. So most people don't even know that. But let's get into it, because Amazon Prime Gaming announced that it'll be giving away Rocksteady's The Squad Kill the Justice League as part of Prime Day 2024. So I think for 48 hours or something you'll be able to get it. Let's read further into the story.
For those of you wondering why we're not saying the full name of the game, the first word in that game is a YouTube algorithm no. So
yeah, it's
that's
a no.
Little explanation for you guys.
Yeah, and we want to be yes with the algorithm, which means hit that like button and share this around and make sure you're subscribed and do all the things. We like the things. Anyway, back to this.
Well done there.
Yeah.
Good call to action.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. Chris Leggett, Prime Gaming's PR manager, revealed, as we approach Prime Day 2024, we're excited to offer members 3 extra games to claim. The Squad, KJL, or KTJL. See, there you go. Chivalry 2. I didn't know there was a Chivalry 1. And Rise of the Tomb Raider. Yeah. No cost. This is freebies.
Yeah, but you know what? It seems to me that a lot of the Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I assume Chivalry too, are games that are several years old. And The Squad, Task Force X, and deleting the Justice League is, I believe, less than a year in age. I believe it came out here in 2024. I mean, look, it was supposed to come out more than a year ago, but you know, it kept getting pushed back.
Well, I would say Warner Brothers had some wins and they've had some losses in the last maybe 2 or 3 years. We had talked about in a previous video, a big win, Hogwarts Legacy. Here, we're talking about a big lose, and we'll get into just how much money it lost and why Amazon probably said, hey, we'll kick you a few nickels if you let us freebie this game. So the games that are going to be available to claim on July 16th at 3 a.m. Eastern, and they'll be available for 48 hours. So you need to get right on that. And of course, Sweet Baby Inc. was completely involved in this game. Look at this screenshot.
100%. I mean, is that from the actual game?
This is a screenshot, bro. Look at all these people that are in here. destroying this. Writer and team lead Campbell.
Oh yeah, the gaming
Uh,
the gaming Mephisto herself.
yeah, the well, yeah. I mean, I was just gonna call her a terrible shrew, but that'd be, you probably said it better than I did
Some
as
of my
usual.
best friends are terrible shrews. That would be
Uh,
insulting to them.
all right, fine. I apologize. Unlike The Squad, which was released in February, gosh, it was really only February. The
Yeah,
two
'cause I
other
remember because
games.
I was going to MegaCon. I was going to MegaCon and I was listening to Endemion's videos on it while I was in the car going to MegaCon. I have very clear memories of that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great, right? Listening to people's you can listen to us in the car. Just don't
Yep.
watch us in the car. You can listen to us in the car when you're driving.
Yeah, you plays through
Anyway,
Apple
so
CarPlay.
there you go. Yeah, or whatever else your device does. Sometimes people just use Bluetooth. But anyway, so the other games, as you pointed out, were released a long time ago. Now, Chivalry 2 came around back in 2021. That's Torn Banner Studios. I'm so unfamiliar with this game, and I'm fine with. And then, of course, Tripwire Interactive was the publisher there, while Rise of the Tomb Raider was released in 2015. That is a long time ago.
It
By
was.
Crystal Dynamics put it together, and Square Enix published it. And yeah,
Now that was the sequel to the Lara Croft bow and arrow game, right? Like that was
I
a
think
really long
so.
time. That was the
Yeah,
last console generation even, wasn't it?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, if memory serves, I think you're 100% correct.
Yeah.
So the revelation that Rocksteady and Warner Brothers are giving this away in the wake of players completely abandoning the game, as you can see here. Look at this,
Oh yeah.
424 players peak.
Good
Yikes.
lord.
So, the Discovery financial chief over there revealed that the company took a $200 million hit. There it is, kids. Ding, 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 ding. $200 million impairment charge, which meant they got crushed. They had a
impairment charge means that's the what was lost. That's like the revenue lost from this endeavor.
Yeah, it's a way to write something against your EBITDA.
Okay.
And it was during the first quarter of the year that they did this, because obviously the game came out in February. And I'm not sure how their quarters are structured, but that would be my guess.
All right.
But yeah, they got crushed. 400 million year over year decline just in Q1 alone, because obviously Hogwarts Legacy, as I mentioned. So as we go through here, I mean, some of the visuals in this are a little rough. Some people want
Ugh.
gritty games. They wanted something like this. And when this was
Yeah.
announced, I forget what it was called, but it was like, Warner Brothers Fan Expo, I think. Yeah. It was Warner Brothers Fan Expo, and everybody was watching it, including me. We were covering it because we're creators. We do that. And there were a lot of things to get excited about. When I saw this, I'm like, I don't really like the character design. I don't really like the visuals, and I really don't like the premise. And other people did, and so there we are. But
Well, because people want to play as the Justice League. They don't want to
mhm.
fight the Justice League. And who knew that the best way to off the Justice League was just to shoot at them? If only Lex Luthor and the Joker had ever thought of that before, then
Yeah,
this game wouldn't have even been necessary.
I seem to think that they did do that before, but
Did
it
they?
didn't.
That's weird. It should have
I,
worked.
Not any time. Not at any
Huh.
time. But Jason Schreier, who's improved his place of work in Bloomberg's, claimed that Warner Brothers and Rocksteady were no longer providing support that they had initially provided. So if you get this game for free, good luck. They're not going to do a lot. So yeah, they're giving bare bones support, according to Jason Schreier himself. He wrote this down went back a ways. Holy cow, June 6th. This thing was so bad, dude. I can't even believe it. My
They
monster
stopped
friend.
supporting it in June. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
Ugh.
we here it is in February, and good luck, kids. Anyway, so yeah, so the second season would go live according to original announcements between July 11th, but it was delayed to the 25th. So maybe if you hop on board this game now, you might get the second season. I look. The official X account announced that update Task Force X will be adjusting the release of timing. Well, there you go. So
Okay.
yeah. Um,
You know what's infuriating about this? I mean, Warner Brothers took a $200 million bath on this, right?
yeah.
And yet you can't say this was a Sweet Baby Inc. failure, because Sweet Baby Inc. got what it wanted out of this. Sweet Baby Inc. got paid all the money they needed to make from just being a part of this. The success or failure of this game doesn't really matter for them. Because ultimately people will just still use them because that's how the industry works. You fail upwards. So if they were trying to fleece that independent Chinese company for $7 million, how much do you
Yeah.
think they got from Warner Brothers?
Oh, I'm sure they wrote them a big check so that they could continue to try to fleece other games studios because
Yeah, of
that's how this
course.
works. I mean, it takes money to make money, and they're using other people's money to try to make more money. But I mean, if that's your grift and that's really what this is, Sweet Baby Inc. is a consultancy. Well, I don't want to be consulted, and based on their performance of this game, I don't think anybody else wants to be consulted either. But if you take a look at something that Smash JT suggested on X today, take a screenshot of what it says as far as the customers for Sweet Baby and find out where they are a year from now. Because if those same
Right.
those same studios are still in support of this, ooh, they're in trouble. But what do you make of this overall, Marvin? Do you think this is just desserts or just another extension of failure?
Oh, this is you play with fire, you get burned. I mean, this was this was Rocksteady in name only. Nobody associated with the Arkham games was still making this game. So it was a completely different company than the one we've all come to know and love. They entrusted this grifter hack Campbell and her team of cultural vandals to come in here and try to DEI up their game, and it failed miserably. It connected with no one. It is an abysmal failure. And what the biggest thing that came out of this game was Sweet Baby Inc. became a gaming industry household name. Like nobody knew who Sweet Baby Inc. was before this.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to be the name that way, but look to
This pulled
use.
them out into the light, and now we're seeing the backlash and the DEI detected Cabrutus and all that stuff. That's
Yeah,
all came because of this game, and so
yeah.
this game, if you think about it, had a huge, probably more of an effect on the gaming industry as a whole than any game that's come out in the last decade, even though it's such an abysmal failure.
Oh, I agree with you 100%, my friend. And let me just say this: this gave us a word of the day from Grace Randolph.
Oh, did
Embarrassing.
it?
Yeah,
I
embarrassing.
feel that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is honestly embarrassing. My Grace Randolph impersonation.
That was good, and but yeah, it was also her same opinion of the most recent version of the Acolyte. But anyway, that's what we think. Please let us know what you think. Do you think that this was very telling that this showed up so quickly on a free games pile that the game store can't give away? Do you think that perhaps some people will learn a lesson about these consultancy groups that are supposed to expose you to a whole new world of customers? And frankly, is losing all your other customers worth it? Let us know your thoughts, as I said, down in the comments section below. If you haven't already hit the like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, do that because we're growing and we need you. And not only that, we love you. Just in a regular bro kind of way, not in not in an
Yeah.
uncomfortable kind of way. We in a
Yeah.
hover
Don't read
hands.
too much into it,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah, and in a hover hands moment, right? We're
L
going.
U L U V love.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But on that note, let's wrap it up. I'm going to say this, as always, game on.